Hello all, it's Melinda. I'd like to say welcome to any new people that have come over from Eileen's Scramazing YouTube channel. Thank you. Let me remind you that this is the collaboration that I'm doing with Eileen from Scramazing. This is the mood board we've chose to pick our kits off of. And today our challenge is to use stitching. I have decided to hand stitch this title. I will link the font below. It's from DeFont. It begins with an M, but I can't remember quite the name of it. This will take me a long time, I know, so I will not do it on camera. So without further ado, this was actually 2 hours in, and that's where I stopped for the night. This was about 4.5 hours in, and this is the final product. Ta-da! It's done. It took roughly 6 hours of sitting, watching TV, stopping and coming back to it over the last 24 hours. I just put over this computer printout on a light box, traced it, and then this is a piece of foam that came in some packing of like an iPad or something. I saved it. It's nice to stamp over so you get a good image, but it's also nice for this. I used my, what is this called? We Are Memory Keepers. I don't know. It's a brad tool. You poke a hole and then you can fold the tongs down. I don't use that, so. But it's a good poking tool, and I just poked holes and started. Here's the back side. All loveliness of it. All the taped down ends. I pulled the colors from this, from the Cute Girl 6x6 pad. So I thought this is probably something I'm going to use in the layers of the photo. And so I wanted to make sure I had something that represented some of those colors. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to try not to ruin it by watercoloring in the bits that should be solid, like on the printout. So the bits that should be solid, I'm going to attempt to do a little watercolor, and fingers crossed that I do not completely mess up, because that'd be a very sad day after spending so much time stitching. So I'm going to let you watch that process. It should not take me that long to either ruin it or figure out that it's working. But I wanted to share with you, labor of love. Yes, it's 6 hours, but I like how it looks, and I did it while I was doing something I'd be doing anyways. So I guess time not wasted. All right, I'm going to put you on fast forward now. I'm going to get the paints out, and I'm only going to show you a little bit of this because it's the same thing over and over again. Watercolor pen with water in the barrel, and I'm just going to pick the different colors, match them up so they look almost as like as possible, and I just simply paint in there. The stitches got painted, which was okay with me, and there I'm done. I just wanted to show you kind of start and finish. I saved those paints in that little tray for splattering later. Now I'm going to start this process of layering, and the video is going to jump way ahead. Okay, there it is. I cannot explain what happened to the between, and this never has ever happened on my station before, so if you're new here, I apologize. I'm going to let this play because this is me cleaning up actually, and I didn't even know the tape was still taping. So I'm going to explain to you what I had done. I cut the white down to 11.5 by 11.5, and then I backed it with that Diamond Pebbles paper. I gutted that paper out so I didn't waste it. I splattered the leftover watercolor on the background in yellow and then the mint green. I used a part of a tag at the top with the brad and 3 of the resin hearts. I did wind up some thread in a little nest and stuck it underneath there. Right now I'm in the video. Right now I am putting the label stickers. The top says "Make Today Count." The one at the bottom says "Choose to see the good stuff." Now with the layers around the picture, the rainbow paper is in the bottom. Tissue paper is next up. A yellow pattern paper is the next, right next to the photo. I'm writing the journaling out right now. I'm going to put it on a tag. On the tag, the sticker says "Attitude is everything." Around by the photo, you can see I put a nest of thread and 3 of the acrylic or resin hearts. Now I'm attempting to make a pocket. I'm going to back all the messiness and all the lumpy bumpy stuff with watercolor paper that I had on hand. I'm going to set the tag where I want the tag to be, and then I'm going to get Scott's foam tape and cut it in half and lay it down along the side pretty close. The foam tape allows there to be enough space so there's not a difficulty pulling the tag in and out. And I put one at the very base so it stops it. Just going to bump up the rest of the layer there. And like I said, again, I'm sorry that this is sped so far ahead. This is going to be a very short video compared to, I normally have double the length videos explaining what I'm doing. I've never tried this before. I'm taking a washi tape and I'm folding it in half so the together, so the stickiness is together. So it makes kind of like a very thin ribbon. And I'm going to loop it through the tag and just staple it up there for a pull tab. Just give it a couple staples. Now I've outlined the tag because it was blending into the background too much and I wanted it not to. And now I'm going to speed up the journaling. I'm just going to draw lines with a ruler. And I'm not necessarily hiding the journaling because it's private. It's just I didn't know where else to put it on the layout and didn't want to add another element to it. So if I just stick it in the tag, stick it there, it's there if anyone wants to read it, but it's not in the face. I didn't want it to distract from the title. And with that, the layout's done. I flip them over and I number them. This one is layout 61 of 2017. I label it as collab week number 2, stitching, and the date. Just going to tuck that in and give you a little bit of a close-up look live, and then there'll be close-up shots at the end. I want to thank you for watching, and again, I'm sorry that it jumped so far ahead. If you have any questions, put them below. Don't forget to check out Eileen's page and her layout of stitching today. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.